Good morning. At least here it's morning, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be and in whatever space you're listening. It's Dr. Isla Fishburne of Canine, spiritual wellness and soul consciousness for dogs and people. Feeling into a channeled message from the canine kingdom, the canine people, the collective consciousness of canines, what they wish for us to hear, receive, know, feel, be. And so I just invite you to just drop into that space of stillness. Let us see what they have to share and speak of. Do not be afraid of yourself. Do not be afraid of what yourself, of who you are, of what your own soul knows and belongs to and of. Do not be afraid of yourself. Do not be afraid of what you know from timelines, from lifelines, from lifetimes. Do not be afraid of this call, this echo, this voice that moves through you, that follows you, that is you. This timeless voice, this voice of timelessness, this voice of your timeless self. Do not be afraid of what you feel. Do not be afraid of what you feel. You are, you belong to, you desire to experience, you desire to feel. Do not be afraid of this. Do not be afraid of your own voice that we lovingly listen to, that opens our own hearts when we are with you in physical form. Do not be afraid of your voice that can support and guide us in our life's journey, in our day-to-day, moment-to-moment. How you use your voice to us how you can guide us in your voice. Do not be afraid of your voice. There are in many ways and many circumstances that we know what is best for our existence here. But we do not mind you practicing with us. We do not mind that it is practice for you by us being here with you. We do not wish to be experimented on in this way. No life does. No life is. But in this way, you can practice with us until you are certain of yourself, until you are sure of yourself, until you know the true way, the good way, the right way, on this path. On this path of oneness, of wholeness, of beauty, of there being no separation, of there being no us versus them, of simply being. And as you explore this, as you remind yourself of this, as you remember this, we come with an open invitation for you to practice with us. As you do so, you will reach a closer and closer opportunity. You will reach this place of oneness, of one consciousness. It will come through experience, it will come through trial and error, but it will come, it will return. And we are gladly here for you to practice with us. In doing so, you will have more experience, and your closeness to one consciousness will improve. But this is not about getting something wrong. We do not speak of this language. We do not speak in this way of getting something wrong, of being incorrect. So we ask you to remove this from your vocabulary. We ask you to remove this from yourself. That has been programmed into you as a way to be in this fear, as a way to silence your voice, as a way to lose your focus and place your focus on a panic, on an expectation, on a waiting to do something wrong. This does not exist. When you are experiencing something, how can it be wrong when it is an experience? All that it is an experience. Experiences are. Experiences exist. And the experiences that you are having are for your own way, your own unique way. Of not being afraid, of listening to your voice, and remembering the consciousness that you are. The consciousness does not exist from division, from they are good and they are bad and they are right and they are wrong. This is all part of the same thing, and you are part of it. And in all the ways that these experiences are ways to raise your awareness, to raise your consciousness of how it is to be and how things currently are. Whilst the consciousness of manipulation exists, then manipulation will exist. Whilst privilege and denial exist, then privilege and denial will exist. While separation exists, then separation will exist. Whilst denial exists, denial will exist. We can go on and on and on in this way with these examples. And that is what these are. These are examples of experiences that are showing what exists, what is created. And what is to be removed, to be changed, so that oneness exists, the one consciousness that is spoken of exists. You are part of this one consciousness. And in being this one consciousness, you are part of the change. You are part of the workforce, the community, the team. That comes to clear what has been made and what has been left. Do not see this as so linear. Do not see this as so mental. Do not see this as so solid. Do not see this as so separate. Nothing is separate, and in nothing being separate, whilst you practice with us to remember this way, it must include, it must start, it must begin, it must involve that you are not afraid of yourself, that you are not afraid of your voice. Speak kindly, like many of you do to us. Speak lovingly, as you do to us. Speak softly, from compassion. Speak from your emotional heart. Do not be afraid of yourself. Do not be afraid of your voice. Do not be afraid of what is going on here, of what is occurring, what is existing. You are more than what you are. You are more then how you see yourself. There is more to your life than what you feel is possible, is capable. But yet you are here. And within you, there is a deeper knowing of the more that you are. Of the existence that you are having. And of the part of consciousness you play in the collection of consciousness. You are a piece of this, a part of this. And as consciousness, your consciousness comes to be a part of the clean up crew, the take down crew, as it were. Like when there has been an after party where there has been an event and there is a clean up crew. You are part of the clean up crew, as you are also part of the consciousness crew, bringing more consciousness to life. And being in this consciousness. The stage is changing. There is a change of events, as it were, as the clean up crew come to take down and put up. And this putting up is a return to consciousness. It is slow in your dimension. It is slow in your existence. The speed at which it travels is not as fast as in these higher dimensions. So be patient. Just as we ask you, or you are patient with your dog, be patient with yourself and be patient with the speed at which you are participating and practicing, living from the consciousness that you are and returning to consciousness. continue to practice. That is all you are doing. You are practicing. And you cannot do it wrong. When you are practicing, you are doing your best. When you are practicing, you are practicing and perfecting, getting better and getting better and improving and improving. That is all it is until you meet yourself there, you meet us there, you meet all there in consciousness and realize all along who you are and what it is. Do not be afraid of yourself. You are consciousness. You are consciousness in unique form. We are consciousness in unique form. And in the unique form we arrive as, we do so that you can practice consciousness with us until you perfect it, until you are it. We love you. We love you for where you are at, for all that you try and trial and test, for your dedication, for your determination, for your choosing as consciousness to be the unique consciousness that you are, and what you are doing. This is not an easy destiny. This is not an easy experience. But you will achieve it. For consciousness achieves. You will achieve it and are achieving it. In all the ways your unique consciousness is to move through. It is moving through brilliantly, remarkably. And we love you for it, and we love you for you. Oh, wow. Always such great messages. yeah, I trust that you received what you needed in listening to that message. Um, yeah, and if you want to continue to listen to the shares, channel messages that are coming through in expanded ways now as well, then please like or subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me in this way with this journey together. So have a beautiful day and many blessings.